Who's the toughest pitcher you've played against personally?
Oh, that's a good one. It's a question that I probably need to think about more because I get asked all the time, and I don't always have like a specific one guy.
Yeah, because there is that mental game that people don't watch on TV between the batter and the pitcher.
Like I said, when you're failing more than you're succeeding as a competitor and as an athlete, you want to be able to succeed more than you fail. So just being able to stay locked in and stay positive, I think is very important to all baseball players, all athletes in general. Learning from those mistakes and trying to take the positive things from that.
All right, guys, MJ Meléndez here today. We're at Celebrity Poker Tour. How do you think you're going to do tonight, man?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I think poker is a game of confidence. I think you need to kind of know, yourself more than, anything else, and just know how you can go against other competition. Other people are going to have their strategy. So kind of, you need your own.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm excited for it.
I love it. You play on the flights in between games?
Yeah, we do. We do like a little bit of dealer's choice, but poker is one of the popular ones that me and my teammates play. And I learned poker in the minor leagues playing against teammates. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Do the stakes get pretty high up there?
Yeah, decent. There's time to time. It depends. Like it's pretty much, whatever you have on you. So obviously you can bluff for a lot more, or you can bet for a lot more and hope to get called, or, just fold people out.
Absolutely. Coming off a season, right? How you feeling?
Good, man. Was able to take some time off here. Just started kind of getting back to work like week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Started working out again and stuff. So was able to take a couple weeks off and, back to the grind.
Nice. Were you at peace with how it ended? Like walk me through the mental mindset of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, we made the playoffs, so that was really huge for us. Something that, we had, I think the team hadn't done since 2015. So it'd been a while. And, just being in winning environments, I think is something that's like super important. Something that, the organizations want to create and something that we've done. And obviously, took a few years to get back there, but just being back was an amazing feeling.
I love it. Hitting that home run against Gerrit Cole, was that one of your most memorable home runs ever?
Yeah, definitely. Just that game, all those games in the playoffs are super important. And, to be able to do that, at the highest stage, and one of probably the most important game in my life to date, was really, really cool. And just doing that I did it in Yankee Stadium, which was cool. And so to kind of hear the crowd go silent was something that I'll never forget.
Yeah, imagine just running those bases and it's pure silence, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, because it was super loud and they were winning at that point in the game, and I think we were up by 1 after I hit it.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, just going around and hearing the silence, and you could hear the KC fans that were over on our side kind of cheering, but everything else was silent around it.
I love it. When the World Series was announced to 2 teams, did you predict it correctly?
I wouldn't say that I really was going for either team. Obviously the Yankees being in it, they're the team that knocked us out of the playoffs. So, it just kind of watching it. I wouldn't say I was really rooting for either, but definitely great baseball and stuff that, I was watching, can learn from, and hopefully, our team is in the World Series in the next couple of years, and hopefully multiple times throughout these next couple of years.
I love it.
Just being able to learn from that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Was that playoff intensity something you could prepare for, or is it one of those things you got to be in the moment and experience?
Yeah, I think it's just something that you have to experience yourself. I mean, I was told, just kind of coming up, we always talked about the teams in the past in our organization that have made the playoffs and, what it took to get there and what it was like, but it's really, you don't really know until you experience it. And I think that's something that we had a really young team. So kind of now that a lot of us were able to experience that, it is definitely going to benefit us moving forward.
I love that. What's the average age on the team? Do you know?
Oof, I don't know. It was a little bit older this year than the previous year, but I'd say we're a pretty fairly young team. We had picked up a couple veteran players, a lot of veteran pitchers that has definitely, helped us and kind of helped us learn throughout the season, on and off the field, I feel like. And we just had a really good camaraderie and great chemistry as a team.
Nice. When I had Trevor Bauer on last week, he was saying baseball is getting younger.
It is.
He said when he came in the league as a pitcher, he didn't start for a few years.
No, 100%. It's definitely getting younger. You're seeing a lot of younger guys getting called up from the minor leagues. A lot of guys just getting more opportunities to go out there and prove themselves. And it's really cool to see. Obviously, me being a young guy, it's something that, I love to see in the game, and just obviously just trying to grow the game as much as possible, and, trying to grow that for all the fans. And I think sometimes
Shout out to today's sponsor, Specialized Recruiting Group. When your company has a position to fill, are you really seeing the best candidates? Sure, you get plenty of resumes, but you may be missing an untapped resource. Ideal candidates who are not currently job searching. People who are not actively looking, but who may be open to the right opportunity. It could be the difference between a good hire and a great hire. Specialized Recruiting Group is ready to find the talent you need. Go to srgpros.com, see how our recruitment specialists with a deep understanding of experience and expertise you need can find the right fit for your business. After all, you deserve to see the best candidates possible, both active and passive. Whether you're looking for a contract or a direct hire, Specialized Recruiting Group is ready to find the talent you need. So go to srgpros.com right now to get started. That's srgpros.com. Specialized Recruiting Group, a tailored approach to hiring.
Just a good mix of like younger and older guys playing on the same team together can kind of create a great, fan base and great games for people to watch.
Yeah, you caught some good timing on that, coming in the league at the right time, right?
No doubt about it. I mean, I can imagine if I was, 10 years old or whatever and had to come back, coming up through the minor leagues into the major leagues at a, long time ago, 10 years ago, it would definitely be a little bit different.
Yeah. No, they say hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things you could do in sports. You agree with that?
I definitely, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be biased, of course, because that's my sport, but I definitely agree with it. It's so hard to do. And, some guys make it look a little bit easier than others. Some players can definitely make it look pretty easily. But no, it's definitely one of the hardest things to do in sports just because it's, baseball's coming up to 100 miles an hour. Right at you. And sometimes, it's always going to move in a different direction. They can throw curveballs, changeups, sliders, fastballs, all this different kind of stuff. So I think it's one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing to do in sports.
Yeah. So Trevor broke it down for me because I'm pretty mathematical. So he said a pitch, like a fastball pitch, takes 0.4 seconds on average to hit the plate. And the swing takes 0.15 seconds. So you have a quarter of a second to react to the pitch.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
It's insane. And you have to swing at we're supposed to swing at strikes. We're not supposed to swing at balls. And the pitcher's job is to be deceptive. So as a hitter, you're having to make a decision super, super quick. And then even after you make that decision, you still have to get a swing off. And even when you swing, you have to make contact. And even when you go to try to make contact, you want to hit it on the barrel.
Right.
And then even when you hit it on the barrel, you want to find, open space where you're not hitting it right at somebody. So
crazy.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to, have success. But I think that's what makes the sport so beautiful because you can, you fail 7 out of 10 times as a hitter and you're hitting 300 and, you do that for your career, you're a Hall of Famer.
You're the GOAT.
Exactly.
I mean, 300 is how many players are hitting that?
Yeah, not a lot, especially not these days with pitchers that throwing. There's a lot of more pitchers throwing 100 miles an hour than there were a couple years ago.
That's crazy, man. How fast do you think you could throw a ball?
Oof.
Have you ever measured it?
Yeah, well, from the outfield, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was, but I feel like if I really, really tried, I don't know. And off a pitcher's mound is definitely different.
Yeah.
I would say I could give myself 94, maybe 95.
As a non-pitcher?
I think so. I think I can get up there. I feel like I have a pretty good arm.
Wow.
But the guys that throw 100, it's crazy. I don't know how they do that. 100 is up there.
That's crazy. You probably can't even see it coming at you at that point.
No, sometimes I don't see it. That's why I swing and miss.
Holy
Those
crap.
are the tough ones.
Who's the toughest pitcher you've played against personally?
Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of tough pitchers. I mean, I feel like a lot of guys go with, pitchers that are, super popular, like Shohei Ohtani. He's really nasty. And obviously he's, one of the best players in the game.
Yeah.
Jacob deGrom is a pitcher who, when he's healthy, he's one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball. So there's definitely a few guys on that list. And it's a question that I probably need to think about more because I get asked all the time. And I don't always have a specific one guy.
Yeah. It's fascinating though, because there is that mental game that people don't watch on TV between the batter and the pitcher.
Oh, it's a huge mental sport. Obviously, we talked about the physical, difficulties of, hitting a baseball. But like I said, when you're failing more than you're succeeding, and technically it's still successful if you're doing that, it's definitely tough because as a competitor and as an athlete, you want to be able to succeed more than you fail. And in baseball as a hitter, that's pretty much impossible. So just being able to stay locked in and stay positive is something that, I think is very important to all baseball players, all athletes in general, because as an athlete, you're going to fail no matter what the sport is. And, just learning from those mistakes and trying to take the positive things from that.
Absolutely. I know you grew up in Florida. I saw you say on another show that you believe Florida's the best state for baseball.
Yeah. That's also, I'm going to be biased towards that, but I will say there are other states that are really good at producing baseball talent. And that's stuff like states like California, Texas, New York. So, I mean, I feel like those are like the top, and obviously Florida, Georgia as well.
Yeah.
Probably those states are the top at producing baseball, but I'm always going to just be biased towards Miami, of course.
It's your hometown, right?
Yeah.
So you were a Marlins fan growing up?
No, I didn't really have a team growing up, honestly. I liked players more than I liked specific teams, and just really kind of learning from different players. So that was really my thing. I didn't really have a specific team.
Yeah. Who were your players you really admired growing up?
I'd say Pudge Rodriguez. He's a catcher that growing up was one of my favorite players. I liked Alex Rodriguez actually with the Yankees as well. And Yadier Molina was also another catcher that, played for the Cardinals, and he was one of my favorites growing up to watch as well.
I love it. And you've been friends with Blake for a while. I saw a video of you guys like 7 years old on YouTube. Crazy.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah. So we kind of met through the whole sneaker community. Both of us are definitely really big into sneakers.
Yep.
And we were at I remember we did a video too at I think it was a sneaker con. And I don't remember how many years ago that was, but
that might be the one I saw.
Yeah, it felt like forever ago. But yeah, we love sneakers, and then we just been really good friends ever since. Even throughout the minor leagues, just kind of having that friendship. I remember when I was in the minor leagues in Wilmington, Delaware. He was living in New York at the time, going to college up there, and one of my off days, I drove up to New York and we just hung out, kicked it. Then we went a little bit of shopping too, probably some sneaker shopping, of course. And no, Blake's been an amazing guy, amazing friend to me, and just to see the success that he's having and what he's doing, it's super incredible.
Yeah, shout out to Blake for sure.
100%.
So how many sneakers you got though? Lost track.
Yeah, I haven't really counted. I probably should count, but I definitely have a lot. I have, the sneaker containers. I have those in my room. So kind of stacked up, like 2 next to my bed on one side, 2 on the other. Those are filled up. Then like another wall next to my TV filled up with some, and then a bunch in my closet and garage.
Damn. So you like collect them. You don't wear them?
I do. I wear them, but it's hard to wear all of them. Right. Some of them are crazy. I would get like some crazy colorways that are just really tough to wear. I feel like I wear the same sneakers more than, I wear all the other ones. I definitely have like a little rotation I go through, but I try to like bring out some cool sneakers every now and then, special occasions.
Hell yeah. You collect sports cards too?
I do. I got into that, I would say a couple years ago, but I really, really got into it probably like a year ago. And obviously started with baseball. It started with me really wanting to collect my own cards.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into more baseball, just, guys I played with, played against too, but trying to collect guys I played with like Bobby Witt Jr. And then I started getting into football and basketball. And so it's just like a little rabbit hole that you go down.
Those basketball ones are expensive.
Dude,
I got a few big ones.
There's some expensive cards out there. And I think just kind of like the thrill of, trying to get a card, especially when opening packs. Some guys like opening packs. Some guys like just buying the card straight up. I'm definitely a pack guy because you never know what you can get. Yeah. It's like it's like a mystery.
Yeah. I blew so much money on packs. I think I lost money on every single one I opened, honestly.
That's how it usually goes. I mean, if everybody was making money on packs, if there was always a rare card in every single pack, I don't think they would be as valuable, but it's definitely like the thrill of trying to get a really, unique or rare card is super fun.
100%. What's the rarest one you pulled out of a pack?
Okay, so there are some rare ones I pulled out of actual packs, and then I've also gone on some streams on Whatnot and gotten some pretty crazy cards. I'm trying to think of like my rarest card, but I definitely have a couple. I have a couple good football ones, a couple good Christian McCaffrey one-of-ones. 1-of-1, damn. Yeah, I have a rookie 1-of-1 of Christian McCaffrey.
That's worth a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool card. I like that one a lot. And then I have a lot of quarterback. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes. I have a pretty cool Patrick Mahomes collection. Some CJ Stroud, some Anthony Richardsons that are pretty unique. So and then I pulled a pretty cool Wemby the other day too. So
nice.
That was probably my best basketball pull. I would think. that I've actually pulled in a pack.
Was it an auto or was it a?
No, it was like a tie-dye colorway out of Select to 25.
Whoa.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wemby's going to be Hall of Famer if he keeps this up.
I think so. He definitely has the potential. He has everything. He's got the size. I don't know. We hadn't seen a player really like him. I don't think ever. So it's definitely unique. And I mean, obviously, selfishly, me having like a card of his that's pretty expensive and rare, I hope he becomes really, really good.
100%. Yeah, there's the business side of cards, you know.
Oh, no doubt. And it's, you know, it's tough because obviously some people do it for business, some people do it to collect for fun, some people do a little bit of both. So, you know, if you're doing it for business, you don't want to fall in love with the cards because then they're hard to move.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, I just like the cards, and, you know, I like to trade them more than I like to sell them. But I mean, like if somebody has a good offer for a card that I have and they really want it, then yeah, I mean, I'll definitely entertain it. But I definitely, you know, just like collecting, and it's pretty fun for me. I feel that.
Did you collect Pokemon growing up?
No, not really. I do have a couple at home, but I don't know if they're really worth a whole lot. I have to look through them, but I don't think I have any of the crazy ones that you see. None of those like Charizards.
Oh my God.
I wish.
I had Charizard, I had Venusaur, and I threw it all out.
Really?
Yeah. Or no, I gave them away, which
because you didn't know back then.
I didn't know. Yeah. I gave them away in high school, which that was probably 5-6 figures of cards.
Yeah. No doubt.
Also, they were in shit condition, to be honest, because I was actually playing them. But
yeah, but still, I mean, nonetheless, you still had the card. At least it'd be worth a little bit something. But
yeah, who knew though? As kids,
exactly. You never know. That's the thing. You never know. Like when it comes to anything like that, obviously, you know, like whether it's cards or like even like sneakers or like it's just like an investment. It's like a stock almost. Like you never know. One of them can just blow up.
Yeah,
and you know, those are the ones that, you know, if you're lucky, you end up having it. If not, then you're like, oh man, if I had it at one point and gave it away or sold it for way cheaper, it's like,
It's like our parents with the baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, exactly. You see some, like nowadays people are coming out, especially like older adults that, you know, had baseball cards or basketball cards or whatever growing up, and, you know, they just collected them and now they're worth thousands of dollars.
Yep.
It's like, who would have knew?
Who would have known? Because there was that junk wax era, you know, for like 5 years, they printed like millions of cards.
Exactly. And the ones that are now in like super good condition, like I'm sure a lot of those just got thrown out or like just withered away literally. So the people who kept those are definitely, you know, in really good shape.
Yeah, for sure. How long were you in the minors for?
I was in the minor leagues. So I got drafted in 2017 and spent that first like half season in the minor leagues, 2017, 2018, 2019. 2020 obviously was COVID, so we didn't really have a minor league season. But a few of us in the organization were, you know, selected to go basically be in Kansas City and be practicing every day in case something happened to one of the major league players, whether they got hurt or if they would have gotten sick with COVID, really anything. So just kind of being there. So that was pretty cool to be a part of that group. And then 2021 was my last season in the minor leagues. And 2022 is when I made my debut.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Damn, that must have been tough.
Yeah, it's a grind, but definitely thankful and grateful that I was able to, you know, make my way to the major leagues, because in baseball, you know, a lot of guys don't get that opportunity, don't get that chance. And that's something that a lot of people that, you know, may not understand baseball, it's hard to comprehend, because people think, oh, you just get drafted, you just go straight to the major leagues. Like if it was, you know, the NFL or NBA, I know they have a G League, but in baseball, it's a lot tougher. It's a very low percent of players that even after they get drafted to even make the major leagues.
Really?
And to stay up there is tough. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. And a lot of people, you know, it's hard to understand. Baseball can be confusing for
There's
sure.
so many rounds, right, in the draft?
So there used to be 40, but now there's only 20.
Oh my God. That's still a lot.
Yeah,
Like 20 rounds.
Yeah. So, but you're always competing. And obviously, so there's, you know, 26 guys on the major league team, and there's hundreds in the organization. So it takes a lot to go right in your favor to be able to, you know, make that team. So, and there's players that, you know, in the minor league over years that are definitely worthy of being in the major leagues, but maybe they just don't get the right opportunity because maybe the guy in front of them is, you know, has been in the league for a lot of years, or doing really well, or, you know, potential Hall of Fame type of player. So these guys may be blocked by that, even though they are really good. And so it takes a lot to go right. So it's obviously you have to play well, but just a lot of things have to be in your favor.
Yeah,
too.
the politics, the business side of things,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
It's got to all be in your favor because you could be more skilled, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah. So just, it's all about timing, and the timing just has to be right. And thank God for me, it was the right time, and got an opportunity, and thankfully and thankful to my organization, I haven't looked back.
I love it. Well, timing, plus you still have to deliver too.
Of course.
Some people get called up and they flop, and then they get cut within a month.
No, definitely. It's a tough game. That's to say, like the ups and downs. So just like kind of being mentally tough through all that stuff, and you go through a little bit of a slump. You got to be able to kind of snap out of it really quick, and that's the hard part. And sometimes that takes a little bit of learning and going through it to learn, because somebody can try to prepare you for that, but unless you go through it, you're never going to really understand.
100%, because it's a long season, so I'm sure you're going through some high highs and some low lows.
No doubt about it. Yeah, definitely very long season, playing pretty much every single day, and but I think that's also the beauty of it. It's not like football. It's cool because you're playing once a week and everybody's watching, but at the same time, if you have a bad game, you got to wait a week. We got to wait less than 24 hours. So that's that's what I love about the game, and I think that's what really is beneficial to us as players, is like, hey, if you're struggling, you have the next day to go out there and make up for it and have a better game.
Yeah, and all the teams have like mental coaches now, right? Too, right?
Yeah, most pretty much. I would think every single one does. We do for sure, and like I said, like it's such a tough game mentally, so you kind of need those people to bounce those ideas off your brains or those thoughts, and trying to get you in the right spot, in the right headspace to be able to have success on the field. Yeah,
that stuff doesn't leave you, man. I had a missed free throw in high school in the championship game, and I still have dreams about it. Like it really doesn't leave you.
It's crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
It's just the littlest things that they're not all little things, but sometimes the little things can just pile up and definitely get to you. So you guys got to be able to, separate those things to be able to have that success.
Yeah. Well, you deal with that, then you deal with the fan reaction. So then you multiply that, and then it's just all taken out on you, the players.
No doubt about it. Yeah. You got but obviously, fans, I think our fans are some of the best in baseball. So thankfully for me, I've always, had positive experiences with our fans. The fans in Kansas City are, one of the best. I definitely have to say that. So, but there's definitely going to be times where you're going to get, hate messages or stuff like that. Or, nowadays people that are like, we get the craziest DMs. Like, oh,
people are DMing you?
Yeah. Like, oh, you didn't get a hit and you messed up my bet or something. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. Like, trust me, I wish I could get a hit every single time.
Messed up the parlay, man.
I'm like, trust me, I wish I could get, hit a home run every single game, or, get a hit every single game. But it just doesn't work like that.
Mathematically,
so,
yeah.
It's pretty impossible. If there's ever a player that can do that, then
they're the GOAT.
Yeah, they may not be human.
No, it wouldn't be.
They probably wouldn't be human. So no, but it's we get crazy messages and stuff sometimes, but you just got to be able to tune that stuff out and just focus on what you're there to do every single day, and that's to try to win a baseball game.
Absolutely. Well, MJ, it's been fun, man. What are you up to next, and where can people keep up with you?
Yeah. So right now, just training in this off season. Obviously, able to spend some of my free time here, like doing things like this, being part of cool events, got a couple weddings to go to, got some teammates getting married.
Nice.
But, just grinding, I started, got started on my training a little bit earlier this off season. I got started on my hitting. So just working out all those things to be able to, find some consistency, and, also, like on the side, I like to do some like salsa dancing and stuff. So I post that on my Instagram sometimes. But that's like a little hobby of mine that I do outside of baseball. And I feel like, it definitely can benefit. The footwork, you're doing that, can help to, when I'm in the baseball games playing outfield, and, have some good footwork out there. So
Kobe Bryant did tap dancing.
Yeah. I definitely feel like that stuff, like you're an athlete. So being able to, move your body in different ways and, try to be, being athletic and agile and all those different things and having coordination definitely benefits.
I love that. So if you win tonight, will you do a salsa dance?
Yeah. If I win, I'll do a salsa dance if I win.
You heard it here, guys. All right. Thanks for coming on, brother.
All right. No problem, man.
Yep. See you guys.
Appreciate it.